Welcome, water signs, to your monthly reading for February. Beautiful, guys. It has been a very big challenge, I think, for a lot of people because a lot of us are wrapping up a lot of old cycles, things, finding more balance. I've done all the other signs. So now all I have to do is you guys' reading. Yes, sometimes it's a bit difficult to do things in a certain time or date because I mainly just do whatever my guides show me or support me. So I'm finally doing you guys' reading because you guys were last. And I had to kind of like wait for a sign. So I just want to tell you guys how things go. I'm really trying my best to post things frequently on a certain time. But as a lot of people know, once you're busy with your spiritual growth and you've got messages, sometimes things cannot be timed because the universe works with energy. But I won't go further into that. I just want to say thank you for the people that subscribe to my channel. Please like, share, and subscribe. And I'll be very grateful for the people that the reading has resonated with you. To share a bit what has resonated with you, how you found the reading. For me, it's very important to kind of like get that input. So thanks very much. So we're going to get into your reading. This is the Inspiring Divine Downloads. So this is for the month of February. This is the overall energy. And then within the middle of the month, then we'll do a mid-month checking. So this is not just a love reading. This is actually messages for water signs. So this can be with anything to do with growth, personal growth, abundance. So, and if you are really looking to see about a love connection, that's in my love and general readings, and those will be uploaded by next week. That's when I'll be doing that. Okay, thank you very much, guys. Sorry for stuttling and hanging in there. Okay, let's see the overall energy that I'm feeling for water signs. Okay, these are the messages that I'm receiving. General messages, remember, general reading. If you want a private reading, all information is down below. Then I can give you a private reading, more to your energy. What I'm feeling is wrapping up a lot of things that don't serve you. You guys are in this state. For some of you, it's quite hard because a lot of emotions are coming up, a lot of feelings, a lot of love feelings when it comes to certain people that are no more in your life, when it comes to certain disappointments that you've had, or certain bad experiences, that it is quite challenging for you guys to not be too much into your emotions. And yes, you're a water sign, you're a lot in your emotions, but I strongly do feel for all us signs, we are being tested to combine actually our logic with our feelings. So it's like the head space with the heart space. So for a lot of you guys, this is a moment of time that the divine is testing you to balance, to learn to use your emotion in certain moments, and in other areas to actually try and look at things from a distance with your head, but not totally switching off your intuition. Okay, those are very important messages. And for what I'm most feeling before I start the reading is that I do strongly feel there's a majority of you just basically are asking yourself, like, you're wanting to move and you're wondering, where can I find a place that will feel like home to me? So you're just wanting to find that grounded place where you can recharge your energy, where you just feel like, okay, I finally found my place and I feel totally complete. So that is quite challenging. So let's get into the reading and see which other messages we can get. Love can pop up, guys, remember, because whatever the divine wants to show you, it can show you. So let's put the cards out. Okay, beautiful. Let's see what we can get. What inspires you? And a lot is happening. A lot of healing is still happening for basically all the signs. And if you check out all the readings, you will just find that certain cards, certain energies just keep on coming back. And it's like we're all in the same process. We're all in the same process to balance. Okay, I have 2 cards over here. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to put them both here because they're basically a very big message. And I will just use them both on that part because Divine has shown me to show it to you. Let's go. The first card, the gifts or strengths you have. Some of them you can be aware of, others you might not. Okay, water signs, let's go. You have the Sanat Kumara card, light activation. Shine your light. Your internal guidance is coming through loud and clear, and this is beautiful. I do certainly feel that a lot of you are finding this out, are having this courage. Let me just put it in the middle so you see it so it won't be too much light. A lot of you are having this courage to find the acceptance of who you are, knowing your worth, accepting it, and also actually showing your outside world. Because I do feel for some of you, you guys know that you're very sensitive. So you actually you're basically open for a lot of energies around you, energies from the divine, but also with a lot of people that are kind of like in a stuck moment, a low vibration energy that they kind of like giving out. And some of you have been scared to kind of like show that you could help other people, that you could guide other people. So you were kind of like dimming your light, putting yourself in the background, telling yourself, no, I don't think if I say this to this person that it will help, that it will resonate. They probably will think I'm a bit weird, you know, that I'm a bit too much in the sky and that I'm not really grounded. So that's a big message that I'm getting from some of you. Sorry guys, just feeling an itch. I usually get this during the readings. It's not that I want to do that. So you're basically knowing in this moment of time your strengths, your talents that you have, you are embracing them and you are using them in all different areas. And that means when it comes to going after your dream, starting a certain project, starting your own business. And not only that, it's actually coming out of your comfort space and showing also other people who you truly are and what you can do. Okay? So with these talents, these strengths, you are embracing them and you are not afraid to share it with the world. And that is very beautiful. And that also kind of like means that what you guys are doing is inspiring people to look at different areas of them, of their lives, especially the people around you that have been feeling stuck. That's what I'm sensing. You are around a lot of stuck people and you basically have felt very drained and you've kind of like pulled yourself back, and people found it weird that you've pulled yourself back, but you're noticing that you have these gifts to actually inspire other people to see their light, to find their light, to use their own gifts. So that is very beautiful that you guys are really noticing this and knowing that you have these gifts and what you can do with them. But remember, it's always your own free will. What you're going to do with them and when you're going to do it and in which time. But I do feel a lot of you are embracing this. So this is very good. So how to use your gifts for what is happening now. We have the Bridget card, inner strength. Move back to wholeness. Recognize you have the power. Beautiful. Just look at her. And this is what I'm telling you, you guys. Look how beautiful and fiery. Passion, emotion, being in your element, knowing what you want. That is what you guys are really, really doing at this moment. That is what is giving you strength. Because you were looking at all your gifts, your talents in the past period, understanding, knowing like, how can I use these? How can it give me more strength? How can I charge myself? So a lot of you people have had upgrades, and now you're having it's actually charged you. So now you're having the inner strength to know how to use these tools to go further onto your life journey, your life path, and it will help you in many areas. And this actually makes your light shine brighter, makes your love even be more vibrant. And this is what people around you are feeling, and they are sensing. They're really sensing like you're really getting your life in order. You've got everything together. You know what you want. You're going for it. You're passionately moving forward. So you're basically making your fire very strong and very vibrant to move to the next step. So this is what I'm truly feeling that you guys are doing. And for some of you, I do feel that because of this, you are also understanding the loved ones around you. When it comes to family, when it comes to friends who are in that lower vibration, but not only that, when it also comes to a love connection that you have, because I do sense for some of you, you are having a partner that is struggling at the moment and who is having it hard to motivate themselves to see that there is light in their life so they can move forward. So you are basically the person who is showing them to say, like, you know what? I know you're not feeling yourself. I know you're feeling uncomfortable. But let me tell you, in the dark, there is always light, even though you can't see it. So you are basically showing people, even just with your energy, not with words, you are showing them how they can gain clarity, how they can find a way just to take that first step to come out of the dark zone that they've been in for a long time, because you guys have really been working on yourselves to do this, so you are inspiring others, and that is very beautiful, guys. A lot of you guys are also guides, spiritual teachers, and you actually have your own way of how you're going to do it here on earth. Look, not everybody is going to work full-time as a spiritual teacher or spiritual healer, but in whatever profession that you are doing, you are using these gifts and you're knowing that it's helping other people. So you're kind of like managing, showing the way for other people on their path, so they can also feel that inspiration. And it's not saying that your path has been easy, no, but you guys are really learning how to handle obstacles when it comes to that time when they are on your path, how to go straight through it instead of avoiding being stuck in that energy, like, you know what, I'll just wait, see how things unfold. No, I do feel for a lot of you water signs, you're going, when it comes to things, you're going really head on. You're going head on, but you're still finding a way of how to not get too emotional in certain times, certain areas, and certain aspects. Beautiful. The next one, what supports your happiness? So what supports your happiness in this upcoming period? Experiencing grace. Beautiful. Paul the Vatican. Share your gifts with grace. Waves of inspiration and love are coming to you. This is what you guys are doing. And this is what is keeping you more in harmony, keeping you more in balance. Okay, this is what you are showing other people. Let's just get the card. You are just showing other people that you are moving forward gracefully. You are using the tools that are needed in this time. Not everybody would understand that you are loving or that you're forgiving or that you won't go into battle with certain people, because I do feel that for some of you, you are still being challenged in many ways. Okay, people know that you guys are water signs, so you really go into your emotions, so you're still being tested. You're still being tested in certain areas from the divine. How do you handle it? How do you move forward? But move forward gracefully, so you don't get stuck in that low vibration energy of the other person or of the circumstances in your life. And I strongly do feel a lot of you are finding that out, are having that knowledge to say, you know what, okay, I have this shit situation with the boss, I don't get along, but what's the point of fighting? Because we're going to get nowhere. So let's just find a way to work with each other, communicate with each other, and collaborate with each other. And you kind of like sensing that, you kind of like feeling that, especially when another person's on their low and they get frustrated and they take it out all on you. You're basically just finding a way to communicate with them so that they realize what they're doing at that moment of time when first they're not aware. So that's a good thing. That's really, really a good thing. And even with this energy, experiencing the grace, it will help you to manifestate many more things in life. Financially, having your abundance come away, and abundance is in many forms, guys. Love, more in stableness. It's more kind of the energy. Once you upgrade your energy, work on yourself, then you can attract what suits and fits your energy. So this is what you guys are learning, knowing at this period of time. So that's beautiful. So what are the challenges? What are any obstacles that can be in the way? Well, a lot of you are still going through this heart awakening, okay? Because we are all in this kind of like transit and transformations that we have to grow. And especially within this year, it's in a very fast period and a lot of people are getting woken up. So this is actually what you guys are doing. So it's like awaken to acceptance and divine love, give and receive in balance, okay? I do feel for some of you, this is still a big challenge, okay, to accept for what is at the moment in your life. And the messages that I'm receiving when I say that, for what is, certain people will be leaving your life, certain people you don't fit vibrationally, certain moments in your life that you think, okay, I really love this job, I love this company, but it has come to the end of its road. It is time for you to leave. Your contract has not been renewed. Leaving an old home to go to a new home, place where you're brought up, you're not feeling happy about it. And also other message that I'm receiving is actually ending a relationships that you have been very long with a person, but you still adore, you admire that person, you have still love for them, but not anymore in a romantic way, and you're kind of like disappointed to say like, okay, divine, what path are you putting me now on? Sorry, somebody at my doorbell, so I had to answer that. Okay, so we were by obstacles and challenges, and the last part that I was talking about, saying goodbye to certain relationships you've been with, a partner that you really do adore, and you don't want to say goodbye, but you've kind of like noticed that you guys are both at this end of the road, and that, you know, why do things have to change? Because for some of you, yes, I do feel that it has been a very loving, balanced, nurturing relationship, but the divine is actually trying to get you out of your comfort zone to show you that you have to go on a new path. And yes, that is very challenging. So you're basically in your awakening, and your heart is also awakening to new feelings, new energies around you. And yes, it can be a challenge. And it's not always easy to say goodbye to certain people that come in your life, that have been there for a long period. And then you kind of like to have to say goodbye, you know, in a different way. You were together, and then eventually it's like, okay, romantically we can't be together, but maybe as friends, you know, maybe as a different way we can be together. Or, you know, it's not easy. It's really, really, really not easy. So this is a challenge. And for some of you, I also do feel you've also lost people that you deeply love. Can be a family member, can be a friend, can be a partner, and they're no more here in the physical, but spiritually you do feel them, and that is not easy either in life, especially when you both had dreams to move on together, and especially you both wanted a long period of time together in this lifetime to come to this certain completion. So it's like a lot of life challenges that you're having, and that you're realizing, like, you know what, it's not always easy, but you're letting yourself go through this period of healing. So that is actually making your heart awaken more. And as I said, you know, awakening to acceptance and divine, give and receive, and finding your balance. Because as we know, as you always work on yourself and as you're growing as a spiritual being, you also don't only experience love moments in life, you also have certain moments where, yes, you do have to say goodbye, you do have to end certain chapters to move forward. And that is not an easy thing. But I do feel you guys are more open to your guides, letting the divine lead you the way that you need to be led, especially when it comes to certain endings that were good and loving, and in certain areas that you thought, you know, I'm comfortable where I am. But the divine is just kind of like showing you, we are trying to let you get out of your comfort zone to see, once you continue on your path, what other things you'll be able to see, and what you can explore, and what you can get in life. Okay, guys? So those were a lot of messages, and yes, for some of you, yes, painful messages, not easy to hear, not easy to accept. I don't even think for a lot of people. And other messages, you're kind of like finding your peace. You're kind of like accepting, you know what, I need to go with the flow. I have this intuition, this inner feeling that the decisions that I'm making from now on, that they are good for me. They're only going to make me grow. So that is beautiful, guys. Okay, so for the upcoming period, so remember, time is fluent, guys. Doesn't mean that this will happen this month. You can maybe come back to this reading. I'm just saying maybe next year, another time, and then it resonates for you, okay? It just means that those are the dates that I'm posting, and this is kind of the energy that can happen for certain people around this month. Time is fluent, okay? You know what resonates with you. So what are you guys telling you that what you need to know in this period to move on to the next step? What is important for them to tell you? Hope, love, and acceptance. Love is yours. Recognize your divine worth. Choose loving thoughts. You see? That is what the divine is basically telling you. This is a period where, and I know it is not easy, because a lot of you are feeling that energy of you still have to purge negative energy, you know, past hurts, working through them. But the divine is trying to tell you is to try and see in those situations the love moments, what you can learn from those lessons, how you can move forward, how you can be more open to what is the unknown. And for a lot of you to recognize how worthy you are, how loving you are, that you are worth being that partner in that relationship, that you are worth having that promotion at the job, that you are really worth it if you look at yourself, to make those steps to say, you know what, okay, I'm leaving my old home. I've been raised here. I love here very much. But yes, the divine is showing me that now it is time to take a step. It is time to move, to go to a new area, to see how the energy flows over there, to start a new chapter. So for some of you, I do feel you are finding it hard to start a new chapter. You do want to, but you're still trying to find that balance, that energy to do so. But once you just keep on looking through the eyes of love and be loving in every step you make, decision you make, and still be loving towards other people that don't understand you. And I'm not saying you must accept everybody's, bullshit, or if they don't treat you right. No, that's not what I'm saying, because you can still give your boundaries. But, just always stay in that loving energy. Don't let outside factors pull you down. Don't let it be people. Don't let it be situations. Just totally distance yourself from that and don't let it pull you down. That is most important. That's good, guys. Then what is your higher self telling you? And this is beautiful, okay? And please, other signs, don't blame me. It's not that I'm giving them an extra card, but these two cards fell out. So it means that the divine says I have to show them. Hilarion, divine healing. Honor your sensitivity. Retreat to recharge and heal. Beautiful. Your light can support others. And the Master Jesus, forgiveness. You are on the path of light, love, and forgiveness. Father, healing is possible at this time. And look how beautiful this resonates. Look. So what you're basically doing is forgiving. You're forgiving what happened in the past. You are forgiving people that didn't understand you. You are forgiving people that didn't see your light, didn't recognize you. And for some of you, I do feel, and this is a message for soulmates, that some of you are in this period that your own soulmate did not recognize you in the beginning of you guys meeting, and you're forgiving them. You're basically forgiving them and telling them in a way, okay, fine. You don't remember who I am. You don't remember what my spirit is. I'm forgiving you because you didn't understand at that moment. You didn't see who I was. You didn't recognize me. So the way you acted towards me, okay, it didn't come from a loving space, but I totally forgive you because I do recognize our love and I do recognize our connection. And that is beautiful. And while you do that, healing is taking place. Healing is taking place. I also think for a lot of you, you are actually basically healing connections. Also, when it comes to families and friends that you've had quarrels in the past, you just kind of like thinking, you know, it is time that we both, there's too much silence between us. And yes, it was a heat of a moment that we didn't understand each other and we didn't know how to heal the situation at that moment. And you're just finding yourself to say, okay, now I'm the bigger person, let me just contact this person and see how it is. And in many cases, yes, the other person is kind of like, yeah, I was scared to approach you, didn't know what to do. You're kind of like knowing like, okay, I'm the mature one in the situation, so the other person is still struggling with their own belief struggles, and they didn't know how to go around the situation or what to do. So that is good, guys. That's what you guys are really realizing. And not only when it comes to connections with other people, it also comes to kind of like understanding that certain doors had to be closed, even when it came to certain jobs, that when you wanted to stay with those jobs and stay with that occupation, and you kind of like blamed yourself that you weren't good enough when you lost that job. But then when you found out, it's like, okay, divine was basically showing me this is the end of the road and there's something more better for you. And for some of you, yes, I do feel it's like you met an old boss, you met someone of the old company, a manager, and things are going very better. Yes, they do miss your energy, and since you're very inspirational for a lot of people, but you're also kind of accepting like, you know, this is my different path, this is my new path. And yes, I was very happy with the job, I felt very comfortable, but now I've got a new mission and now I've got a new challenge, and just being very comfortable and happy in that position. It's very, very beautiful, guys. Okay, so what your heart needs to know to heal. Because as I said, all the signs are in this healing period. All of us, all are healing. Closing chapters, ending cycles, all healing. So this is really, really beautiful. So we have the ancestor spirit, and that is a strong connection. Connect to your lineage. A family wound or pattern can be healed now. Okay? This is basically what the divine is telling you, that now it is time. The time has come, as I said within the other card, to patch things up, to be more loving towards each other, to be more understanding. And it depends on the situation and the person. But this is what you guys are doing. You are healing connections. You are healing the situations. Some people, yes, you will heal it energetically. You might not even see them in the physical or do it, but from the distance, that is what you guys are healing. And that is very important. For others of you, yes, as I said, when it comes to that family patterns, people you haven't talked to, you're picking up the phone, you're talking to them. You're finally patching up, and you're finally finding out, like, okay, why did we let so much time go by when this could have been spoken? So you're connecting yourself more with your ancestors. You are letting spirit guide you move forward in different areas. But I do strongly feel in your readings, water sign, it comes and it says a lot that you guys are doing with your gifts is that you're healing a lot of connections. A lot of connections, but in different areas. Love, family, friends, but also when it comes to business-wise, people that didn't know that you could grow or come so far in your life. They're kind of realizing and seeing your worth and seeing your hard work and seeing you grow. So that kind of inspires them to say, like, wow, you know, I didn't know he or she could do all that. I didn't know they had all that loving energy and power. And this is what you guys are basically vibrating it out. And what is beautiful, because you guys are very water sign, very emotional, I still feel, and this is still attracting me, the Bridget, the inner strength, the fiery, the passion. And it's so funny, you guys are having this passion, you are having this drive. So I do feel for some of you, you're going to make a lot of forward movement steps in a very short period in many factors in your life to have that balance, love and harmony, first for yourself and then for others. That's what I strongly feel. And for others of you, yes, it's going to play out a bit more. But basically, you guys are just wrapping up all these cycles. That's what I truly feel. You're wrapping up a lot of cycles. So this is really, really beautiful, guys. Well, for those who are interested in the extended, okay, the link is below. You can just check them. We're going to see what you're not able to see happening in this period and what's important to protect and recharge your energy for the upcoming period. Okay, guys? Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Okay, see you next time, guys. Bye.